That was $1.16 trillion with interest. And that was not successful in keeping the unemployment down. In fact, it went way above 8% to over 10%. It's now down a little below 10%, but nevertheless, it's still up there much higher. But we spent $1.16 trillion on that. Now, I can't tell you how many zeros are involved in that, but you'll figure it out, America. If America were allowed to listen to me, Madam Speaker, they'll figure it out when they start seeing all this extra cash flowing around that's going to depreciate the value of their money. And then on February 9th also, they passed the omnibus bill, the same day that they passed the stimulus bill. But that wasn't much. It was only $625 billion, a little over half a trillion. And then in June, they passed the defense supplemental, which was necessary. That was $106 billion, but they had scads of pork barrel projects in there that the president said he would not tolerate. And then in December, the president passed the omnibus bill, the Consolidated Appropriations Omnibus Bill, and it was only $3.554 trillion. We don't have this money. We just don't have it. We're digging a hole that you just won't believe how hard it's going to be to get out of it. Nevertheless, the spending goes on and on and on and on. And I'm hoping that America wakes up and realizes what's going on before it gets so bad that we have hyperinflation and interest rates that go out of sight because they'll try to control inflation that way like they did in the early 80s. And we see taxes going through the roof. And in addition to that, the things I just mentioned, they passed cap and trade through this body, which was $846 billion, almost another trillion, but it's still languishing in the Senate. But after the president's victory and the signing of the health care bill today, I'm sure he's going to try to ram that dude through too. And the health care program that they passed today that they said was going to end up saving us money, I mean, listen to this. We're going to have, they say, 32 million more people that are going to be insured, and it's going to cost less. I want everybody to figure that one out. How can you 32 million more people and spend less money? If you can figure that out, I'm going to get you a job as Houdini's assistant. It just isn't going to happen. As a matter of fact, the cost of the health care run bill is going to run at least $1.5 to $3 trillion. The way the gimmick they're used to trying to make it look good is they're going to start taxing us right now for 10 years, but the health coverage, most of it doesn't start until 2014. So you're paying 10 years of taxes for 6 years of coverage. That makes it look like you're staying below $1 trillion. But when you put the pencil to 10 years of taxes and 10 years of expenditures, you're looking at something like close to $2 trillion. And I believe it's going to end up costing a lot more than that. All these government programs they talk about that's going to cost so little always ends up costing more, always creates more bureaucracy, and always ends up hurting this country and the future generations. So I just like to say, Madam Speaker, if I were talking to America tonight, remember what happened today. Remember what our colleagues on the other side cheered about 2 days ago. Remember what it's going to do to you and your kids and your grandkids. Because there's an election coming up in November, and the people need to be aware of what's happened and what's happening. We are moving toward a socialistic approach in government. Not free enterprise that made this country great. The socialists in America needs to be aware of it. I yield back to Boswell.
Ms. Kepner from Ohio.